Luis Miguel Echegaray with Stevie Nicol in the house. Let's begin with Liverpool's comeback against Brighton, of course. What a win, what a performance, what a game, to be honest. And a big day, Stevie Nicol, but let's begin with your Liverpool against Brighton. Get me through this. What did you make of this comeback and of this victory for Arne Slot as they top the table, of course, thanks to the 3 points?
Well, I need a rest. I need to lie down after this game. I mean, quite honestly, it was all over the place. Liverpool all over the place. I was all over the place. Oh, my goodness. I mean, the first half, I mean, it's probably as poor a performance as Liverpool have had at Anfield in a long time. And I'm including Forest in that. They were lucky they were only 1-0 down. Kadiogu with the great strike, put them one up. Rutter, clean through, one-on-one with Kelleher, and Kelleher's made a great stop. I mean, Liverpool should have been 2 down anyway at half-time. I mean, they were just so poor. And then for 25 minutes at the start of the second half, it was like, this is what Anfield and Liverpool are all about. They absolutely threw everything, including the kitchen sink. McAllister, Verbruggen made a great save from McAllister. He made a great save from Gomez. Van Dijk should have scored. He completely whiffed on a ball. I mean, Liverpool just, you talk about taking advantage of going to the cop end. They ran them into the ground. They went after them. They smothered them. They just really went after it. And Gakpo's goal, a little fortuitous. Nunes didn't touch it, in my opinion, and it kind of put the keeper off. It goes in the net. And then, of course, had there been a roof on Anfield, it would have come off when Mo Salah cut in from the right-hand side and just smashed this straight past Verbruggen. And Liverpool's 2-1 up. And then it swung again because, you know, that measured Liverpool that we've been talking about since Slot had taken over, I was hoping there would be a measured finish to the game for Liverpool. Calm it down, keep the ball, take the pressure out of the game. But no, that didn't happen. Brighton came back and just put pressure on Liverpool. I mean, it was a bit of a hate 'em, scare 'em last 20 minutes. But Liverpool get the victory. I mean, poor to start, an incredible 25 minutes spell that it just smelled of proper Anfield and the atmosphere. And then a tense, tight and nail-biting finish. But in the end, 3 points.
Yeah, well said, Stevie Nicol. I mean, I'm with you here. You needed to rest after this game, specifically if you're a Liverpool fan going through all those emotions. But I think a particular thing for today was the fact that, as you mentioned, unlike the loss to Nottingham Forest earlier at Anfield this season, Liverpool were at least able to reclaim that victory and come back, because honestly, Verbruggen played the game of his life up to those goals. He was delivering some magnificent saves, and to your point, it took off that ridiculous Mohamed Salah winner. All you got to do is invert it to your left foot, and you know where he's going to take it. But let's focus on the fact that this was, at the very least, from an Arne Slot perspective, Stevie, a team that we talk, as you mentioned, a team that we talk so much about control, being at least dominant with possession, or at the very least the rhythm of the game. And today, really, it was more about, look, we have to just scrap through everything that we can to get that victory. That at least is great. That the fact that now you see character from Arne Slot's Liverpool, that's a massive thing to take away as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's one thing to always talk about, the performance and the way they're set up and all of those technical things. But, the biggest thing about it is, when you go to Anfield, this is what you should expect. And the fact that an Arne Slot team has done what previous historic and legendary Liverpool teams have done tells you that, you know what, they've still got it. And Arne Slot knows how to get his team going when it needs to. He made the right changes at the right time, which is probably why the last 20 minutes was a little hate 'em, scare 'em, because there were so many attacking players on that measured possession probably wasn't going to be possible. But yeah, it's great to see that Anfield is alive and kicking.
Yeah, alive and kicking, and at the right time, because we all know that this schedule is getting harder and harder for them. But Arne Slot is the first Liverpool manager to win 8 of their opening 10 matches in the Premier League. A really good victory here. Before we move on, is there anybody in particular that stood out to you, aside obviously from Mohamed Salah, because he was quiet in the game, but obviously that winner meant something. But is there anybody that stood out to you specifically as the game developed?
I wouldn't say there was one person in particular stood out. I think the fact that the collective got together and produced what we expect at Anfield when Liverpool need to go and score goals. If there was one moment in the game, though, that I would suggest was the complete turning point, or turning point's maybe the wrong word, but I think really matters the most is the save.
Like a wake-up call. Yeah.
I think the save Kelleher made just before half-time that would have made Brighton 2-0 up. I think that might have suppressed what we saw in the second half for Liverpool. So I think that's an important point in the game. But again, great comeback.
Yeah, well, he's definitely worthy of a mention, taking in mind that the Irish goalkeeper has had to stand up and be counted during Alisson Becker's injury. By the way, Mohamed Salah makes it 9 goals and 7 assists this season for Liverpool, and Gakpo with his 3rd goal of the season